So I guess something that I've been talking with family and friends about a lot is the economy, because that's a big issue on people's minds these days, in addition to the new presidential election. And what's interesting is that, kind of forcibly in the way that things gone, we're dealing with a lot of change in the economy, and people are having to think very differently about their particular financial situations on an individual level. And I think the nation is having to rethink its financial situation, and the world, to tell the truth, as we're all so kind of globalized now. And something that's been really interesting for me as I hear people talk about solutions to financial crises that we see on different levels is I think America is very much kind of a debtor nation, and that is the standard way of behavior that it goes about its financial operations. And I think, unfortunately, like as someone who is young and has a lot of friends who are 20 and 25 and 30, I see what happens with people who become debtors very early on, and that's something that's very hard to deal with. And sometimes we have to take on debt for things like homes, cars, college education. We have loans for those things. But I would like to see in this time of financial crisis a real shift, not to figure out ways to make sure that people can load up on more debt, but to encourage people to save more. Because that's not something that I've heard brought up. And definitely it's like hard because we're all strapped for cash at this point. But saving is something that's a long-term strategy. I think that even after the financial crisis is over, that's a habit that can be built now that will end up in for greater financial stability for individuals and for the country as a whole.